Well, again, today we're going to be in the book of Hebrews, and today we're going to be in chapter 12. That said, let's get our chapter up here. Jesus, founder and the perfecter of our faith. Now, therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, the ones that we read in chapter 11, let us also lay aside every weight and sin that clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and the perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despised the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Now do not be weary. Now consider him who endured sinners such hostility against himself, so that you may not grow weary and faint-hearted in your struggle against sin. You have not yet resisted to the point of shedding your blood. And have you forgotten the exhortation that addressed you as sons? You are my son. Do not regard lightly the discipline of the Lord, nor be weary when provoked by him. For the Lord disciplines the ones he loves, and chastens every son whom he receives. It is for discipline that you have to endure. God is treating you as sons. For what son is there whom his father does not discipline? For you are left without discipline in which you have participated. Then you are illegitimate children and not sons, legitimate children and not sons. Besides this, we have an earthly father who disciplines us, and we respect them. Shall we not much more be subjected to the Father of spirits and live? For they are disciplined us for a short time, as it seemed best to them. But he disciplines us for our good, that we may share his holiness. For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasurous, but later it yields a peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Therefore, lift up your drooping hands and strengthen your weak knees, and make straight paths for your feet, so that when is lame may be not put out of joint, but rather be healed. Strive for peace with everyone, and for the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. See to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness spring up and cause trouble, and by it may become defiled, that no one is sexually immoral, and unholy like Esau, who sold his birthright for a single meal. For you know that afterwards, when he desired to inherit the blessings, he was rejected, for he found no chance to repent. There he sought it with tears. Now the kingdom that cannot be shaken. For you have come to what may be touched, a blazing fire and darkness and gloom. I'm sorry, for you have not come to what may be touched, a blazing fire and a darkness of gloom and a tempest, and the sound of trumpets, and the voice, those words made the hearer beg that no further message be spoken to them, for they could not endure. The order was given, if every even a beast touches the mountain, it shall be stoned and dead. So terrifying the sight of that Moses said, I tremble with fear. But you have come to Mount Zion and to the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem, and to the innumerable angels in festive gathering, and to the assembly of the firstborn, whom are enrolled in heaven, and to God, the judge of all, and to the Spirit of the righteous, made perfect, and to Jesus, the mediator of the new covenant, and to the sprinkled blood that is sprinkled, a better word than the blood of Abel. See that you do not refuse him who is speaking, for if they did not escape when they refused him who warned them on earth, much less will we escape if we reject him who warns from heaven. At the time of his voice, should the earth, by now he has promised, yet once more I will shake not only the earth, but also the heavens. This phrase, yet once more, indicates the removal of things that are shaken, that is, things that have been made, in order that the things that cannot be shaken may remain. Therefore, let us be grateful for receiving the kingdom that cannot be shaken, and thus let us offer to God an acceptable worship, which reverence and awe, for our God is a consuming fire. And that ends the reading of our chapter today.